Alright, on est live. Et nul autre avec Jamie Benizri, the man. Hey Jamie, how's it going?
What's up, man?
How's it going?
Thanks for coming.
Thank you. So Jamie, today we are at Legal Logik, and I want to ask you some big questions about social media. What do you think is so important to start your own brand on social media?
I have to think about this one. That's
question.
the best question I've ever had, and it seems to be the easiest, right?
Yeah.
I think today the reason why je mise tellement that I'm doubling down so much on social media is that a lot of people say that I'm not confident yet, or it's so easy for you because you're so outgoing.
Yeah.
The reality is that I never loved the camera. I never did modeling. I never wanted to be an actor. And so what happened was that as soon as I found my own message, my own voice, it started becoming almost a responsibility and obligation.
Okay.
To talk to the world and my audience about what I wanted to do and what I wanted to change and how I was doing things my way. So for me, social media is so important because it's an extension of what we do, and it really gives people in our community a glimpse. It gives them a sample of the kind of people we are and how we want to be. And so for me, it's so important to be. I know everyone talks about authenticity; it's really obnoxious.
Yeah.
But if you're not authentic, and if somebody meets me in the street and I'm not the same way that I am on social media, it's a huge disappointment. So it's so important to actually do something on social media that's going to convert into real world value.
Because you're saying that you don't like to be in front of the camera, but you're so charismatic, Jamie. You talk well, you crush the camera.
Yeah, thank you. You know, it's become, I have fun with it.
Yeah.
And so I don't get paid to do LinkedIn posts. I don't get paid to do the things that I do. When I post, it's more because I have a story to tell, and because it's a great way for me to connect with people who think similarly. For example, I had a call this morning with a guy who wants to develop his own English media platform. He wants to develop a magazine, and he has all kinds of things. And he contacted me, and he wants me to contribute and participate in this project because I made a post on English media.
Yes, I remember that.
And a lot of people, and I said that there was a lot of opportunity for guys like you because you're pumping out great content. And so he reached out to me. He's like, "Look, I saw your post. It inspired me because I'm doing something similar. And I'm so glad you said that because it gave me the courage to contact you and to like activate myself because it was like a call to action. Like, let's go, you guys, like, it's time."
Yes.
And so it's conversations like that make me realize that if I'm just talking about things that are abstract or that are not the real Jamie Benizri, I'm never going to be able to take advantage of those opportunities.
But that post that you did, it went a lot on LinkedIn. I think because we saw, like 2 weeks ago, a friend of ours, Derek Fish.
Of course,
Reckless Television.
Of course.
He lost his job.
Him too,
And I believe that this is going to continue.
Yes, of course, I agree. I agree. So it's so important. I talk, and you do too.
Yeah.
I talk about things that are happening in my life and are happening in our community. And, we both love Montreal.
Yeah, we love Montreal.
We have Montreal, in our background right here. So I think it's so important for us, if we're not using social media to talk about the things that we love and the people that we really are in real life, then ça devient trop vaniteux. I don't need to take pictures of myself in a bathing suit on a beach. Because it's not. First of all, I wear suits at the beach.
Yes, you do every day.
So first of all, I don't wear bathing suits. I wear a suit. But whatever I do has to be, the value has to be there.
Yeah.
And so I had a great call. Actually, you know Hassan Khalil? Yeah, come in. You know Hassan Khalil?
Yeah, I do. Hassan, he called you.
Come on in.
Hey.
Sorry. There was a knock at the door. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I would just really like to feel Zoe to go over some.
Yeah. Okay.
things.
Fine.
Hassan called you.
Hassan, yeah.
He did.
And
oh my God.
he's like, "Oh, I've been watching what you're doing, and I have a business idea." And he knows me because of all the things that we do together and the things that we do, and that's real value.
Yes.
And I spoke to him 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
He said, "I'll tell Hugo I saw it because you posted me, I posted you." He saw we were together, and he said, "Tell him I say hi." So it brings the world, so close to
Sam, you're watching
together.
this. My man.
I think I've messed up your email, so there's a high chance you didn't get my email.
Okay, I'm gonna tell him.
But please send me a message. But all this is that's for me. That's exciting when you can convert the things that you and I do into real contracts, real relationships,
Yes.
real things. That's the beauty of it, man.
Jamie, do you consider yourself a brand, a media?
I think I've become a brand, and not that I don't think it's not that I think of myself as a Calvin Klein kind of brand. I think that there's Jamie Benizri, kind of the guy that goes around as an entrepreneur talking about life and business, and then there's Jamie Benizri, the lawyer.
Yeah.
It's two
Different stuff.
different people and trains of thought. So I think that we all have a brand.
Yes.
Hugo Prince definitely has a brand, and you have Alulu. It's a funny name. I always forget it.
Alulu Technology.
Alulu Technology. You have the Road to the IPO. You have Influencers Unite. I mean, you have all these brands.
Silver Bass.
You have Silver Bass. Yeah, you have My Sport, My Passion. Shout out to Silver Bass.
Yeah.
But you have all these different brands. And so Hugo Prince he's the common denominator. He's the guy that brings value to all these different platforms.
You know what? The point is, because that's only me. That all that stuff is me. So I'm trying to stay me when I do all these posts, and I think that's what gets people attracted to me.
Yes, and so people always be attracted to the person over the brand. I think that they go hand in hand, especially with startups.
Yes.
Especially with companies. I mean, most people, if I told them Bombardier, they have an idea. It's a big company, but they have no idea who's running that brand.
Nobody.
There's a dissociation.
Yeah.
But when you get to that level, that's what happens. When you're at a level of a startup, when you're a one-man show, when you're a company even of my size, even if we have 30 people in the office right now, it's still a small company.
Okay.
And so I think the only way to get from startup to medium size to grow into something bigger is to leverage the brand of the founder.
Yes.
Of the person who started the company. Because that's the exciting, that's where the story is.
Story.
That's what people hook onto.
Yes.
Nobody cares that I offer legal services. There's 25,000 lawyers. People want to know why I'm doing things differently, how I'm doing things differently. And I think if I'm able to convey that message, Legal Logik will get some brand awareness because of what the founder is doing.
And they want to know about you. They want to know who's Jamie Benizri for real.
Yeah, well, who does this guy think he is? He's doing all these things, he's loud. And so I think a lot of people, ils se méfient, all startups.
Right, yeah.
And so until you hear from the founder, until you've met Hugo Prince and realize how genuine he is, and that his mission really is pure, and all the things that he does really is for the benefit of the community.
Yes.
That's a much better story and a much better branding than just here's an influence event company and we want to do it's who's this guy, why does he want to do it,
why,
and then let's go and see what he's doing for
what's
money.
he doing.
Yeah.
And I want to congrats you because next week you're going to LinkedIn Global.
Correct. Yeah. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be with you. I really want to support everything you're doing. Unfortunately, next week we're going to be in Jersey. We're going to be meeting some of the execs from LinkedIn. We're going to be spending some time. I'm going to be presenting some topics in Jersey with a Montreal delegation. And so these events are important because they allow me to leverage the Jamie Benizri brand.
Exactly.
And they allow me to, and when that happens, I'm able to extend the value for my clients, my Legal Logik clients.
Okay.
So everything I do, Jamie Benizri, has to make sense in the context of everything that I do. It's not in a vacuum. It's not, okay, Jamie Benizri is going to eat this and Legal Logik will only have that. There's no, y a pas de ligne qui démarque.
C'est tout ensemble.
Tout est ensemble.
Tout est ensemble.
Alors, et c'est la même chose pour toi. Même si tu as 3, 4, 6, 5 marques, it's very blurry and you need to distribute the value properly.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, Hugo Prince, when you're here today, you can identify opportunities for the 4, 5, 6, 10 projects that you're part of.
Yeah.
And so that's why it's important for me to go to Jersey sometimes and get out of your bubble.
It's true.
Like you need to go out sometimes. You need to go and chase certain opportunities. And this one presented itself, and I'm lucky enough to have the opportunity to be flown down to meet some of the execs in great U.S. organizations, and there's so much action right now with LinkedIn in Jersey specifically that I think it's going to be a great opportunity for me to bring some Montreal value, but bring some value back to Montreal. Yeah. And hook up with some of the heavy hitters on LinkedIn.
And do you think that's because you post on LinkedIn a lot and that give you the opportunity? Imagine you never post on LinkedIn.
No one would ever invite me anywhere.
Okay.
I would be home alone. No, because it's like, a lot of people have charisma. What do you do with your charisma? What are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
Are you going to use it for telling jokes at a bar? Are you going to are you going to use it to pick up chicks?
Yeah.
What are you going to use it for? And so I want to use some of my spare time and some of the stories that happen in my everyday. These are real stories. I'm not Googling what can I talk about today.
Yeah.
These are things that come to me spontaneously, and I turn it into a post in a way that's very easy for me to convey.
Okay.
So no, if I didn't post on LinkedIn, no one would ever call me and be like, "You'd be really good." This is like, man, you're making a lot of noise.
Yeah.
And some people seem to like the things that I post, and it's just and so I think if I can share that story and impact the platform somehow, then it sounds like fun.
Was it easy for you to post on LinkedIn because you have a career professional, or do you find it like LinkedIn was your platform?
To be honest, there are active lawyers on LinkedIn, but I don't know of any LinkedIn lawyers that are as active as me. I don't really know. I don't really follow the competition, so to speak. I mean, I follow a lot of people, but I'm not comparing myself to anyone.
Okay.
Everyone compares me to Beryl.
Yeah, Beryl.
Which is cool, Beryl. I love you, man. Beryl's my brother, but I don't compare myself with anyone.
Okay.
Because there's no point. I mean, Beryl's style is different than mine, and my profile, and I'm looking for different things than him, and so a lot of people are like, "Oh, you guys are, doing. Do you control LinkedIn Montreal?" And I laugh. I'm like, "No, man. No, we don't control LinkedIn Montreal."
Jan in the top 3.
Yeah. So we don't control anything. He posts his stuff, and it works for him, and I post my stuff, and it works for me, and we meet somewhere at these events like next week.
Yeah.
To talk about the different strategy, and it's completely different strategy. And Samantha, Chris has a different strategy too, and so I started posting on LinkedIn just because I was posting more on Facebook and back then and whatever, and I noticed like it was a different interaction.
Okay.
But the way that I speak on every platform, I try to be different about it. I don't always have time to have a whole different strategy.
Yeah.
But what I do on Instagram and Instagram stories is completely different than LinkedIn. I mean, I took a picture of you as you were sitting here on Instagram. You can see it now. But just because it's playful, it's fun. Tu penses pas.
Mais tu t'adaptes à la plateforme.
Il faut s'adapter.
Ouais.
Fait que LinkedIn, pour moi, c'est une plateforme où il faut penser un peu plus.
Uh-huh.
Tu peux pas poster une photo juste parce qu'elle est belle. No one cares.
No one cares. You have to storytelling.
There has to be some message behind it. Alors c'est la perception de l'audience et c'est le mindset de l'audience lorsqu'on est sur la plateforme. So Instagram, it should be playful, it should be simple. Tu veux pas penser. And LinkedIn, for me, I mean, you need to put some effort behind it. C'est pas juste une question de poster pour avoir des résultats, tu vois.
But let's be honest, you, Beryl, and Jan, the top 3 on LinkedIn, as far as I see right now.
Thanks, baby.
I'm coming. But for you, and I want to talk also about women, because I don't. Well, there's Samantha Chris, but I don't see. Who is it? Luigi.
Ah, Sylvain Baz, il est là avec nous.
turn the camera. Where? Oh, he wants me to turn the camera.
Ah quoi, c'est Crash ou qu'est-ce qu'il veut?
C'est Crash. Oh, let's see. Let's go to Facebook and see.
Je vais le partager tout de suite là. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
So because I see that there's not that much women that post on LinkedIn.
Yes.
What should we do about that?
All right, so it's a very good question. I don't know. It's hard for me to say. I don't know why, but I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Let me see where you are here. Let me find you.
Let's just turn the camera. Sylvain Bass, you made me do this.
On arrive, Baz, on arrive.
Oh, maybe it's better like this.
Ah merde, il a raison.
Oh, well, we got it.
It's okay, we're back. Ah, c'est vrai, you can't do a live.
No. Right, we got it like this. Alright, are we good?
Let's go. Let's do it.
We good. Merci, Sylvain.
Thanks, Baz.
Alright, so what about women on LinkedIn?
Man, everyone has a good message. I mean, there's women on LinkedIn that kill it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women on LinkedIn that crush it, that have great that have great stories of perseverance, and there's Bridget Hyacinth and all kinds of LinkedIn killers. So I don't necessarily agree that and another Shay Rowbottom who's making a lot of noise on LinkedIn. So I don't see it as a male-dominated platform anymore.
All right.
I think that there's still a lot of stigmas, and I think that unfortunately a lot of women are getting shamed on LinkedIn. I think a lot of women also. I mean, I hear stories of certain stories, not a lot, but it's still a lot of people who are flirtatious or flirting or kind of a little bit too inappropriate on LinkedIn.
Okay.
But as a general rule, I don't see LinkedIn as a male-dominated platform anymore.
No, that's true. Well, maybe I don't follow enough women. Maybe
you gotta follow all the women.
Yeah, I do. But Jamie, LinkedIn is a huge platform, and what do you think for the people that are not on LinkedIn right now? What can you tell them? What opportunities are there for them?
LinkedIn is the best digital business card for anyone right now, because there's such a great opportunity to connect with people from locally all over the world. There's a lot of interest in LinkedIn right now, so I think, and all the main social media guys are talking about this. So I mean, I don't have to reiterate it, but if you are asking for genuine value, and if you're giving genuine value to the platform and talking about your stories, people are going to start to engage with you.
Sure.
And people are going to start to call you, and people are going to want to start having coffee with you. And so there's no point in, sharing, just updates and stuff. Give your spin on it.
Yeah.
Have your personality a little bit in the post. And what's going to happen is that you're going to see, not only does it force you to be more charismatic and think more creatively, but I think it puts you in tune a lot more with your audience, because you start to become a lot more aware of what your audience wants from you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because if you don't post, if you don't think about these things, sometimes you don't realize how you sound or how people perceive you.
Okay.
But when you post something about something you went through, you start to see people's reactions. So it's, what better format to get automatic feedback from your audience in a platform, right?
Yeah, and also lives too, they're good. And
lives are great.
Yeah. And also, Silberva watching? Oh, Silberva is still there. Because I believe that LinkedIn's gonna have live soon. Do you start using it?
No. I think they've rolled it out. I think some people have it, but I see some people have lives.
Okay.
I've noticed it. So I'm excited for LinkedIn Live, man. Yeah. I wish we could do it right now. That'd be great.
That would be great.
I see some people activate that. So that's going to be fun. So LinkedIn for me is it's the new digital business card.
Okay.
That should be circulated. I mean, at this point, I literally have 5,000 business cards out there. I don't even bring business cards around with me. Not because I'm pompous and I think people know me. It's just that I don't even think about it anymore, because everyone's connected.
On LinkedIn.
Yeah, I've seen you on Facebook, or I follow you on Instagram, and just send me a message.
All right.
And so when you call me and you're like, "Yo, Jamie, I need a lawyer, an accountant, I need something," I'm more likely to send you both of my contacts a LinkedIn group chat.
Yes.
Hey, you meet him.
Okay.
It's so much easier instead of "Bonjour Philippe, veuillez rencontrer machin, c'est un courtier en assurance. Il est un bon Jack." It's too long. No one has time for that.
Yes, sure.
And so if you tell me, "Jamie, do you have someone?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll send you guys an instant message. Vous vous débrouillez, whatever happens.
Yes.
But if the contact is made, there's no what's your email and how do you put it in, c'est vite, c'est rapide.
Jamie, I want to talk about something because as you know, when you post on social media, there are some people that like your post and some people that hate your post. And I think it was 3 months ago that something happened with you and I saw it, and you went on LinkedIn to talk about it.
Yeah.
So what was the reaction?
So it's funny actually, because this week, Droit Inc., which is c'est un journal, it's like the legal tabloid.
Okay.
Il rapporte toutes les histoires juridiques sur le marché québécois. Droit Inc. published an article this week. J'ai parlé de burnout.
Okay.
Comment éviter un burnout and whatever. It was my 2 cents.
Okay.
So,
I saw that.
So Droit Inc. ils ont pris l'article il y a 2 jours et puis l'ont publié sur le marché juridique québécois.
Okay.
Après, all lawyers and les membres du public, they started going off on their comments.
Okay.
This is stupid. Some people were like, yeah, very interesting. Some people were like, this is stupid. Like, what's he talking about? And one article, j'étais mort de rire.
Okay.
And it's there. Everyone can see it on the platform. They said, why would we take advice from a guy that burned out and went on a rant in the car about haters? J'étais mort de rire. And so they're like, yeah, I want to take advice from a guy who had a burnout and who ran off in the car.
You did.
And pour moi, c'était pas, j'étais pas furieux. C'était I was upset that people were talking shit about me à l'époque.
Oui.
But moi, je me considérais pas comme étant I lost my mind, genre.
non.
C'était pas si grave que ça, franchement.
Oui.
So, but it's funny the way people perceive it. That they think that I lost my mind and I went on a rampage.
And the thing is, they go back to see those posts.
C'est fou.
Et
les gens, et ça a créé comme, et tu peux le voir, tout est public sur Facebook, sur le post. Ah, intéressant, et le gars, ah ouais, pas pour moi, il est con, and then someone else, ouais, pourquoi? And ça a causé tout un débat, tu sais. And I'm like, okay, like, c'est fou.
Mais le débat ne tourne pas sur la thématique du burn-out, c'était plus sur toi qui parle de ça.
C'est moi qui a parlé du fait que, en fait, I was reflecting sur le fait de, est-ce que je vais burn-out un jour? C'est plutôt de voir, est-ce que je vais burn-out parce que le monde me dit, écoute, c'est sûr que tu vas faire un burn-out, c'est impossible de continuer comme ça pour longtemps. And I said, look, je sais pas, I don't feel like I'm burning out. Fait qu'est-ce que je fais? C'est mon attitude devant le burn-out.
C'est ça, oui.
Pour éviter. Fait que c'est sûr que c'est pas scientifique, là. C'est juste, qu'est-ce que je vois, c'est quoi le pattern que je vois dans mes jours, dans mon horaire, que je pense prévient, ou en fait, ou prevent, ou évite, ou ralentit un burn-out. C'était juste ça.
Mais est-ce que les gens étaient fâchés sur les thèmes ou c'était fâché que toi t'as parlé de ça?
Très bonne question. Très bonne question. Ça se peut que c'est une combinaison des deux. Alors le problème c'est que c'est forcément le monde juridique, c'est un monde qui est très conservateur, traditionnel, qui est bien, puis je respecte les coutumes et les traditions, puis I'm all for it, mais pour moi j'ai une vision un peu plus avant-gardiste, un peu plus bruyant, disruptive. Alors je pense que quand tu m'enlèves du contexte LinkedIn et tu me rends sur un article qui est destiné à des juristes, conservateur, c'est sûr que je vais me faire bouffer là.
C'est vrai.
Parce que mon audience, c'est sûr que tout genre de personnes vont me voir sur LinkedIn, des CEOs, des unemployed people, peu importe, des avocats. Mais si tu m'enlèves du marché puis tu mets dans un marché cible qu'avec des avocats qui me vont aller, c'est sûr que the hate is going to start. Parce que c'est hors de la coutume. Tu sais, les avocats, pourquoi est-ce qu'un avocat va parler d'un burn-out? C'est quoi le rapport? Qu'est-ce qu'il sait ce gars-là sur le burn-out? Tu vois?
Ça peut arriver à tout le monde, même à avocat.
Écoute, l'industrie juridique, il y a une notoriété de burn-out. Tu sais? La raison pour laquelle je voulais en parler.
Mais tu sais, les choses que tu parles, puis toi, tu restes connecté avec les gens, ta famille, les gens, ton réseau social, c'est les gens que tu côtoies souvent.
Exact.
C'est pour ça que tu parlais aussi, c'est ça que j'utilise pour éviter le burn-out. Justement, toi, Jamie, je sais que tu vas pas souvent, mais tu vas quand même dans les événements, tu rencontres des gens, parce que tu sais que là, tu vas pouvoir t'intégrer avec ces gens-là, puis éviter de penser que tu travailles trop. Est-ce que c'est ça? Est-ce que tu intègres des événements, les réseautages dans ton social pour parler aux gens?
Et c'est une des choses que j'ai parlé de burn-out. Je pense que le plus quand on fixe des lignes qui démarquent les différentes sphères de notre vie, c'est-à-dire social, professionnel, fitness, social, le plus qu'on crée des liens très étroits, ça nous évite de mixer tous ces mondes-là. Et je pense que le fait d'avoir en compartiment les différentes sphères de notre vie makes it very hard for us to keep up. Fait que le plus que, tu sais, par exemple, on va faire beaucoup d'événements en groupe du bureau. On va aller, après 5 heures, on va aller directement faire un spinning class. Qu'on a fait il y a quelques semaines, ensemble. Et ça va remplacer un événement social pour la semaine, tu sais. Fait que déjà, je considère que, tu sais, il y a une bonne atmosphère, on est des amis au bureau. Fait qu'on va continuer la relation plutôt sur l'aspect social.
Ça fait du sport en même temps.
Du sport, c'est bien, ouais, exact. Alors on fait du fitness ensemble, fait que c'est social. On a été toutes les sphères de vie, tu vois.
Okay.
Fait que ça permet, je pense que ça permet d'éviter un monde trop rigide et conservateur à l'intérieur de nous-mêmes.
Okay.
And so if I invite my family into my business, if I, bring my kids to work one day parce qu'ils vont travailler ou ils vont colorer lorsque je travaille, c'est ça. Ça nous permet d'avoir un peu plus de flexibilité parce que c'est tellement compliqué aujourd'hui. Tu sais, on travaille 100 heures par semaine, on veut une famille, we want to be in shape. C'est impossible à tout faire. Tu sais. Fait que on n'a pas le choix que de créer des zones mutuelles en toutes les sphères de vie. Tu vois.
Parce que je pense qu'on est en train de sortir de ce monde que, OK, ça c'est ça, ça c'est ça, puis de mettre ça tout ensemble parce qu'on est une seule personne.
100%, exact. C'est difficile. So all this to say that it's hard to maintain a very rigid life.
Yeah.
It's exhausting, bro.
Yeah.
We need to allow ourselves to be vulnerable in some aspects and to allow our different worlds to get together.
Yeah.
I think.
Even the online world.
Even the online world, baby.
C'est barbare. So Jamie. Gibeli.
On va dire bonjour là.
Selma.
Nicolas, what's up, man?
Nicolas.
Yes.
Tu sais, en 2018, tu as participé au premier événement d'Influencers Night. And you met MC Mario.
MC Mario, yeah, he's a good guy.
But, le prochain qu'on organise, c'est sur une thématique LinkedIn. Bien sûr que tu te parles de New Jersey, mais tu sais, je veux parler aux gens pourquoi est-ce qu'ils devaient être là, tu sais. Pas pour vendre rien, là, je veux rien vendre, mais c'est juste pour expliquer c'est quoi le pouvoir d'aller aux événements puis de rencontrer ces gens-là, Jamie.
Je pense qu'il n'y a rien de mal, je pense que tu devrais vendre puis les gens devraient assister. Premièrement, le speaker line-up est très bon.
Ouais.
Fait qu'il y a Yann Lajoie qui a dédié toute sa carrière et sa croissance sur LinkedIn. Un gars super sharp, très dynamique, qui est très authentique sur la plateforme. Il va être là, c'est un bon ami, c'est un bon Jack. Il a gagné un petit prix de coach sur la plateforme LinkedIn Awards l'année dernière. Beryl Solomon, que tout le monde connaît sur LinkedIn, qui a vraiment bien documenté sa carrière et sa croissance sur LinkedIn. Très intéressant. Et il y a Samantha Chris. Samantha Chris is great. Samantha Chris is really a self-made person who's created methodologies about goal setting and really taking risks and really for me represents women empowerment.
Yes.
General empowerment, but women empowerment as well. So,
je vais rajouter aussi Selma qui fait partie de LinkedIn.
Selma aussi, c'est vrai, pardon.
LinkedIn Local Montréal.
Selma que j'ai rencontré il y a quelques semaines, super sharp, qui est venu à Montréal il y a pas longtemps, hein. Récemment, puis là elle fait vague, elle a ses propres projets. Quelqu'un qui était très sharp, fait que j'ai eu la chance de passer 1 heure avec elle il n'y a pas longtemps. Mais ce qui est intéressant sur ton line-up, je ne sais pas si tu l'as fait par exprès, mais 2 women, 2 men, all different backgrounds. You got a Jewish guy, you got a Québécois, you got an English girl, you got an immigrant. C'est excellent.
And also French and English. Je pense vraiment que c'est important dans les deux langues.
C'est ça qui représente la ville, tu sais. C'est bilingue, c'est franglais. Puis ces quatre personnes-là, je pense, sont vraiment, pour moi, qui représentent très bien l'écosystème LinkedIn et entrepreneurial à Montréal.
Puis comme tu parles de diversité, c'est important d'avoir au moins un ratio hommes et femmes 100%. Dans les événements, dans les conférences. Puis justement, aussi, je vais parler du 3 octobre. LinkedIn Awards, ça revient encore.
Ouais, fait qu'on planifie encore LinkedIn Awards. And so, as you see, there is a LinkedIn theme. On parle de LinkedIn. Et ce que je trouve, c'est que les autres plateformes sont bien. Je trouve même plus avancées technologiquement. LinkedIn seems to be years behind a lot of these platforms. Au niveau de la technologie, it was a big deal when they had a voice notes. Que tu peux parler par la voix. But I mean, Facebook had live, 5 years ago? 20 years ago? LinkedIn, it's amazing because LinkedIn is starting to roll out.
And that's a good thing because it's people can start right now on LinkedIn.
Exact.
It's so good, yeah.
There's a lot of things to do, and people aren't using it properly. And so, I think eventually LinkedIn is going to be saturé, and it's going to, like every platform, everything has its time.
It is. Yeah.
And so now I think it's time for LinkedIn. And I think people's mindset, le contexte, la perception, c'est affaires, not beach pics. Okay. But what am I doing to make a living? What am I doing in my job?
Yes.
How did I succeed? How did I fail? What are my lessons?
What do I do after my job?
What do I do after my job? And so LinkedIn, c'est le premier plateforme de haut volume qui parle de our jobs, our careers.
Sure.
Où on a vraiment le mindset. C'est sûr que Facebook est utilisé, Facebook, Instagram aussi, mais c'est le plus profond des plateformes maintenant sur le développement d'affaires.
Pour les professionnels, tout ça.
So be there, buy his tickets. You should freaking be there. And I'm not going to be there because I'm going to be in Jersey next week. But I wasn't invited to speak anyways.
You were hosting.
I was going to host, but unfortunately I can't host. But you don't need me anyways, man. You got 4 good speakers, man. I've got nothing to say anymore.
They're good. Anyway.
I said everything I needed to say.